Well, so if you've been to my channel before, welcome back. If you haven't, this is where I talk about twin flames, also known as divine path, divine plan. And I did a monthlies the other day, I put that out yesterday, and omitted to include Gemini. So this is just for it's just about Gemini. I'm going to see what they say in terms of Gemini, or what they want to talk about, and um, there's always a reason that something's left out. It's never what it looks like on the surface. Yes, I know it looked like I forgot, but I was guided to forget because obviously there's something that has to be said beyond what was said in that reading. So, let's see what they've got to say. Gemini. And interestingly, because what I was getting yesterday, the energy has been intense. Yesterday was crazy. It's like frenetic energy. So much shit hitting the fan, all in terms of like this fear, you holding your vibration in relation to fear. So I really noticed that being ramped up yesterday, in an amazing and wonderful way. In that I'm not feeling the fear. Also this morning as well, stuff coming in around that. So this is a really, really, really profound week that we've got coming up. I know that up until the moon and beyond, but this week is where it kicks off, I feel. So this is why we've got Gemini coming out now, no doubt, to give us something else. Let's have a look. So we've got the Tower card, which is endings. So it's massive endings of chapters in people's lives that's coming through this week. Not just for Gemini, this reading's for everybody, all right? Although it's called Gemini. You've got to be open. So, Six of Cups, that is the reunion. So we've got massive chapters ending. We've got reunions starting this week. And I know that's for sure, right? I know there's been some coming already, but of course we're getting further into 2020. They're going to start coming thicker and faster. And also, I think really interestingly, because of the Gemini aspect of the so-called allegedly forgetting to do Gemini, is that it is the start of summer, just about 21st of June, isn't it, Gemini, when it starts? And summer is when because spring is like the rebirth, and then we're marching towards summer, and summer is like it has been birthed, and we're in it, and it's glorious. And everybody be in all these reunions, and it's going to be loads of like people meeting up with people and all that kind of stuff that will not happen straight away in spring, because spring will be a slow build up to summer. Summer starts, like I say, it's going to be Gemini. So if I get my dates mixed up, it's all right. Don't bother correcting me. I might have got it mixed up, but I know it's around summer, June time. Right. Love, Page of Cups. That's new love marching forward. So this is offers of love, tentative offers of love. So, and also I guess don't stress if you haven't heard anything yet, or you're not in that place yet where you're receiving, because that is, all this stuff with the clearing of fear has to be done first, basically. Your big ticket items will be coming in first around how you deal with fear. So that's what you have to, this is where the chapters end, right, in people's lives. Huge lessons in who they are, self-respect, boundaries, that kind of stuff. Well, definitely that kind of stuff. It's all about boundaries. What's justice, what's right, what's wrong, in terms of like how people treat you and all that kind of stuff. And how you feel in relation to who people are and what people do, attempt to do to you. How people attempt to take you out of your vibration by attacking you and that kind of thing. And how you then hold your vibration in the face of that, and you just do a big no. I am not going there. Not only am I not taking on board what you say or who you are, I am just not changing my vibration in relation to you either. So that is the culmination of the completion point in the feminine. In a lot of ways, King of Wands, masculine moving forward. So I just want to say again, I'll just put two more down, right? 10 Pentacles, completion in the physical world. 6 of Swords, let go. Just say again, right? The completion inside the feminine is about her holding her own in every situation and event in her life, not only in terms of vibration. So it's like whatever shit hits the fan in your life, you're not going to let it affect how you feel. That's not changing your vibration, right? That, but also there is an outward push with the ego. So in terms of who you are in this life and who you are existing as, boundaries are important in how you allow people to speak to you, interact with you, and treat you, and owning yourself, having self-respect. So that is the pushing outward of the ego and the boundaries. The king of wands, the masculine moving forward, is the ego, right? So when you've got reunions, talking about reunions and love moving in, new love beginning, this in relation to the masculine, the one working from the masculine, that is the one that is going to be pushing outwards, right, through their ego to contact you, for example. But that is going to happen because you maintain your integrity within your vibration. So it's like you're standing there eternally, right, in your eternal beingness, saying, I know everything around me is happening for a reason, and the reason is so that I can maintain my vibration in relation to that. So everything is always right and nothing is ever wrong. But also I realize I'm a human being and I'm existing in the human framework, and I am interacting with other beings who at the moment appear to be human as well, who are delivering these lessons to me. And I will, in that respect, maintain boundaries in terms of my self-respect and my self-love. So do you see how that is then the feminine being in a really, really healthy place in her egoic self, but also in her spiritual self, which is the balance of the masculine and the feminine, which means it is completion in the physical world. Because like I say all the time, your completion in the physical world isn't a wafting off into la-la land of spirituality. It's a thorough grounding of yourself into your eternal being, which is your higher self and your egoic self, in your current state of being, which is your human self, whoever that is right now in your human existing. And it's a maintenance of that, acceptance of all that is within that human state, that is the completion. So you can't be derailed from your path when you're like that. Do you see how the two things operate? Just say it again. You're in relation to the physical world and you're realizing everything's coming to you for a reason, and it's all about you holding your power in relation to fear. So you're maintaining your vibration and you're not getting derailed and you're not feeling frantic or worried or stressed or harmed or wounded or anything like that, or shame or anything like that. So that's the spiritual essence, right? Because that's your vibration. Then it's your physical self, which is the other parallel self, right? Which pushes outwards, which is ego, which says, I will not be treated in this way by anybody around me because I'm worth more than that. And I have a healthy self-respect for myself. And it's those two things. Do you see how it works? So, and that is like, you've got the masculine and the feminine side of you, and that's how they're meant to operate, the spirituality and the ego. And then you've got that in the one holding the masculine as well. And when you're holding those two states, they are going to hold those two states. And everything's going to come together. And that's why it's Gemini, no doubt. They're talking about it in Gemini because Gemini is duality and it's the twins. So that's why. That's what everything is. So that's all the work, right? Underneath, strength. Strength in vibration. Do not doubt yourself, right? Do not doubt yourself in relation to how you feel tells you what is right and what is wrong. If something doesn't feel right, it's wrong. If it feels right, it's right. You always go by your feelings. Always. You never go by, oh, this person says that, then I should do it that way, or this person says that's right, so I should do it that way. You go by how you feel. That is your mechanism for understanding how to deal with the physical world. If something feels like it's off, if it's designed to knock you off balance in your vibration, then you put up a barrier against it. Simple as. And that is how we move forward into the new age. Firm boundaries in the physical and heightened intuition along with that. Because once you've got your firm boundaries and you're moving through the physical with your firm boundaries against what doesn't feel right and what does feel right, and then you're only in feeling good all the time because you're never doubting that you're doing the wrong thing by putting up your boundaries, It means that you're also going to receive all your intuition through, because your intuition comes through you feeling good. It never comes through you feeling bad. That's why people make bad decisions when they're not feeling good. That's why people, when they're confused and they're upset because they're trying to do something somebody else wants them to do, even though they don't want to do it, they make the wrong decision, etc., etc., etc. That's why we need boundaries. That's why everybody has to have boundaries. That's why I completely, totally, and always will say, get away from the narcissists, block them out, delete them, remove them from your sphere of your energetic, sphere of existence, your physical sphere of existence, so that you can reform yourself around your vibration and function as a fully whole vibration. You can always go back to them later if you want to, set yourself a little test with them to check on your boundaries, because that will tell you those always come in. All right, that's it. I'm going to go. Lots of love. Remember, it's for everyone. It's just kind of relating to the fact that Geminis are twins, Gemini's duality, Gemini's the summer, Gemini is the next level in the game, and that's where we're going to this year. So that's it. All right, lots of love. Take care. Bye.